Hello, good morning, all the way from Brisbane. It's 6 a.m. here, and I want to thank every one of you for joining us on today's 3 days Launch Your Business Challenge. I want to celebrate everyone that joined us yesterday on the broadcast, and I want to thank you for your participation in this event. And I know that it's going to be life changing for you. So, from wherever you're joining this broadcast, I want to say good morning from Brisbane, Australia. Good afternoon, wherever you are. Good evening, wherever you are, and we're up for another exciting day today. If you're excited about what's happening in this 3 days business challenge and you're excited to start up a business or to reawaken an idea you've had previously or to continually build on your business, I want you to give this video a like, a thumbs up, and I want you to also share it with your friends because we are going to be giving you massive value today. What exactly are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about 7 things business people fail to do that causes their businesses to collapse. 7 things businesses fail to do that causes their businesses to collapse. So if you're at the startup phase, you are very, very, very privileged to be on this session. As we look through these 7 things, I want you to understand that these 7 things are going to make all the difference for you in your business. And before we do that, I want us to take a direction from a scripture I love so much to read, and it's in the book of Proverbs chapter 6 verses 6 to 8. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 6 to 8. The word of God in King James Version says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provided a meat in the summer, and gathereth a food in the harvest." Wow, that's so interesting. Lessons to learn from the ant. The Bible says the ant has no guide, has no overseer, has no ruler, but understands times and seasons, and provides a meat in the summer, and gathereth a food in the harvest. What does this tell you about the ant? It tells you several things about the ant. It tells you that the ant always prepares for the next season. Always prepares for the next season. When everyone is going right, the ant is going left. As a business owner, you have to learn to understand how to prepare for your next seasons and to understand the season you're in so that you can prepare for the next season. What does that also tell us about the ant? It tells us that the ant is self-led, is self-motivated, is self-taught. The Bible says the ant has no overseer, it has no ruler, it has no guide, but it understands what to do every time and in every season. So, as a business leader, I want to leave you with that thought, even as we look into the 7 things that you can do to begin to make your business a profitable business and avoid failure in the course of your business. What is the number one thing we're going to do today? Number one thing we're going to talk about is addressing a specific and acknowledged market need. Addressing a specific and acknowledged market need. When you are building a business, especially when you're starting up a business, the first thing you should do about your business is to find out if that business is a need, if that business is an acknowledged need. And what do we mean by acknowledged need? It means people are looking for that product or that service that you want to bring out. Now, you've not brought out that product or service yet, but you're doing your survey. That's what we call survey in business. You do a survey, you look out for your buyer persona, you look out for that person that wants to buy into your business or the product or the service you have to offer, and then you do a survey. What is the need this person has? What is the need this person has? What kind of person is this? And as this person acknowledge that they have this need, and one of the best ways you can do that is to look at yourself. I like people looking at themselves and saying, will this product appeal to me? Will I buy this product? Will I buy this service? How much am I going to be willing to put down to have this service in my life? How much am I going to be willing to put down to have this product in my life? Some people go for phones, some people go for bags, some people go for shoes, some people go for clothes. All of that comes from an informed process. Somebody has looked at the product and said, wow, I need this product. To someone else, having a fancy clothes is not a priority. But to another person, having a fancy clothes is a priority. So you have to learn and acknowledge yourself and say, you know what? I've looked at this for myself. This is something I am willing to pay money for somebody to do for me. And that's one of the ways you can use yourself as an evaluation on how the market will respond to your product or your service. Another thing is go out and ask people what their thoughts are, because you're going to be selling to people at the end of the day, and nothing beats human nature. So you must learn to work with human nature and not against it. So go out and you can sample your product or your service for free. If you've already made your product or service, you can sample it out for free and see how many people are going to be interested in that product or service. That is one of the ways you can take that first step to address a specific and acknowledged market need. Address a specific, we said a specific and an acknowledged market need. What is the second thing you should learn to do as a business that is profitable? Number two, target a specific kind of person. Target a specific kind of person. We cannot say this more than enough. That's why I made that earlier story in the beginning, that some people like particular things and are willing to buy particular things at particular times. For example, this is the season of Christmas where the shops are full. A lot of people are even going to buy things they don't need in this season, all because of their emotions. The emotions, when you step into the shops, there are flowers all around. The place has been beautified. They're telling you there's this offer, there's this sale, there's this and there's that. All of those things are to appeal to your emotions, because it's the emotions that drives what happens in your pocket. It's your emotions that drive how you buy. How you interact in the marketplace is totally based on your emotions. So the business you are going to be building needs to be driven at a specific person. It needs to be pointed at a specific person, and you need to identify that person at the beginning of your business or as your business expands. As your business begins, you need to be able to draw out, who exactly am I called to reach? Who exactly am I called to service? How old are they? What's the age bracket of the people I'm called to service? What are the kind of things they like? Where are the places they like to go to? Who are the kind of people they like to interact with? Are you in the places where they are? You need to be able to draw this out and write it down. You know, these things I'm telling you are the things that make a lot of businesses fail. They don't take the time to do this research. They don't take the time to target their business at a specific audience. And so they do a roundabout kind of business. They throw it out at everybody. Friends, if you throw your business out at everybody, not everybody is interested in your business. As I've said earlier, it's not everybody that is interested in starting a business. Some people are willing to be employees for the rest of their lives, and we have a solution for employees. Some people are willing to do something else rather than own a business, because they say, oh, I don't want to deal with XYZ. I don't want to deal with payments. I don't want to deal with payroll. I don't want to do it. Some people are willing to just be self-employed. So the business model is not for everybody. In the same way, your business is not for everybody. The product, the service you're providing cannot be for everybody. People have their choices, and they will make their choices as they deem fit. So you're not in control of the choice, but you're in control of the results you provide. Okay, you're not in control of the choice, but you're in control of the result. So if you can provide a result for a client that looks at the value of the result you're providing as higher than the value of the monies that they have to give to you, they'll definitely put the money down for the results they want to get. So I want you to be specific about the person that you're providing your service to. The third point we're looking at there is identify one specific person who needs that problem solved. It's the same thing we're talking about, but in another way. All right, identify a specific person that needs that problem solved. So that problem you are trying to solve, have you been able to identify one person that needs that problem solved? in your locality, in your community, on your Facebook group, online? Have you been able to locate one person, just one person, that needs a solution to the problem? If you're able to locate one person, then you have made a very, very big step. Now, the next thing for you to do is to find out how many of those kind of people exist that need that solution. Because if you're able to identify one person, as I said earlier, we work with the nature of human beings. So one person is multiplied across thousands of people all over the world. If you're able to locate one person that needs that problem solved, you can locate thousands of people that need that problem solved, because they are all going to congregate together at the same place most of the time. So they could be in different spaces all over the world, but that specific need is a need across board. And today we're going to give you 20 profitable businesses that you can start as well. After discussing these 7 specific things you should look at, we're going to look at 20 different businesses that affect people all over the world, and these businesses are proven to be businesses that affect everybody and then brings in an income. So we are not just going to talk about the business and the 7 things, but we're going to direct you to see, okay, this niche is available, this niche is available, this niche is available. You need to find your place in one of these niches, and then tomorrow we're going to show you how you can dive into those markets and begin to make a profit from it. So what is the 4th thing we're going to be looking at today? We're looking at being open and willing and able to pay to have this problem solved. Now, that person you're targeting, is the person open? Is the person willing? Is the person able to pay? You need to learn how to identify who is willing to pay and who is not willing to pay. You know, there are lots of people that run businesses on credit because they sell to people that they feel are going to buy. Okay, and then those people do not buy at the end of the day, and then they've taken that product and kept it at home and used it, and you cannot get your product back. So the most important way of cutting this system is you going to the marketplace and then you separating out the people that are open and willing to pay and those that are just coming there to take your product for free. And how do you do that? You qualify the people that you introduce your business. You open up channels and ask questions. What are you willing to do with this product, and do you have XYZ amount to pay for this product? A lot of people say, oh wow, that's too forward. But excuse me, if you go to the shops, the price tags are there. You don't argue with the price tags. You go to the shop, you see the price tag, and that's what you pay for. And you pay for it because you need it. And that's the system of operating a business. You operate a business where the people that you're bringing into your business are qualified to know whether they are willing, whether they are open, and whether they are qualified to pay for that product or service, because you are the one naming the price. And it is very important for you to know at the beginning, if someone is passing through your sales process, the person you should be able to know, is this person able to afford it? All right. If the person is not able to afford it, you can direct them in another way, because we have several levels of service provision. And some people provide the service at a low level, some people provide at a premium level. So if you're providing your service at a premium level, don't expect people that are looking at that service at a lower level to be able to afford it. All right. So these are the things you have to look at as you're starting out your business. Then number 5 is, can you easily reach your target audience? How can I reach my target audience? You've already been able to define who needs this product. You've been able to define if they're able to buy this product from you. Now, the next thing, which is one of the most important things in business, is how can you reach your audience? How do you advertise? How do you market your product and service? Now, a lot of people are afraid of marketing. A lot of people are afraid of sales. A lot of people are even afraid to tell their family members that this is the kind of business they do, because of that fear that nobody is going to buy from them. Oh, this product or this service I have, I'm afraid because I don't think people need it. But you know what? The first thing you can do as a business person is to learn how to sell your product effectively. And how do you learn how to sell? You learn how to sell by telling stories about your product that can create an emotional feeling for that customer, that can create a need for that customer. Create an environment where that person is willing to buy that because you have provided the results of your product or your service. So you need to learn how to tell good stories around your product or your service. Begin to tell people, these are the results my product will do for you. This is what you're going to benefit when you get this product. This is how this product is going to serve you. If possible, show them how to use the product. All right, show them how to use the product, give it to them to test for a period, and then they are going to be the ones to recommend others when they see how good that product or that service has served them. So one of the ways you can do this is by putting out your product, putting out a filler for your product first. What I mean by filler is like we're doing a 3 days business challenge. This is a filler. You're going to come and experience the challenge. You're going to learn. If you've learned anything profitable in this, you're going to be willing to tell somebody about it. And if you tell somebody about it and they also get some level of value from it, they're going to tell somebody else about it. So that's how it works. You have to be willing to go into the marketplace and tell stories about your business, about your product, about your service. And if you can tell good stories about your product or your service, you're going to get people interested, and at the end of the day, get them involved in what you're doing, get them involved in your business, because the truth of the matter is everybody that buys from your business is a business partner. So you have to learn to tell the stories of your business so your business partners can bring in money to help you to grow that business. And then number 6 is, can you get at least 100 to 1,000 people every week or every month? How many people can you reach? If you've been able to identify how you can reach one person, now can you expand that reach? Because the truth about every business is every business grows to the level of the number of people that get to know about that business. So is your business only in your home front, or do people know about your business? I can just sit down now and imagine if something like Microsoft, now everybody in the world uses Microsoft, whether you're using Microsoft Word or you're using whatever it is. But just imagine if the owner of the software, who we all know that the owner of the software is not Bill Gates. Bill Gates bought it off from someone. Okay, if the owner of this software kept this software to himself, and if somebody like Bill Gates never found out about this Microsoft package, nobody in the world would have heard of it. Maybe would have been using something else. But somebody had the idea, built it. Bill Gates bought this idea of somebody, patented it, and now he has put it on every computer all over the world. Friends, that's your idea that is sitting inside your room, that you're using it to service one person or two people. Can you provide that service to thousands of people at the same time? These are the things you must consider when you are planning on starting out a business. And as I said, you write these things out because these are the questions you must ask yourself before you go out. Have you tested the product? Before you go out, are people willing to buy this product? Before you go out, is somebody, have you been able to identify the particular person that needs this product and then find out where they are, the forums they go to, the people they interact with? Because as I said earlier, you cannot go against human nature. Human nature is going to be human nature forever. And you're selling to human beings. So you have to learn the system of human psychology and how it works for people across the world, across the globe. Because mind you, by the time your business kicks off, it's not just to remain in your home, but it's going to blow across the globe. So number 7 point we're going to look at is how can you help this person solve this problem and you enjoy doing it. It's not a business until you enjoy doing it and it's bringing you money. I tell myself anything I'm doing that is not bringing me money, even if I'm enjoying it, it's a hobby. But until it begins to bring you money and you're enjoying what you're doing, it's not a business. So some people go to work, and we talked about it at length yesterday. Some people go to work in places where they hate the job. They hate the people they work with because they're not giving their best. They hate the people they work with because they don't like the job. But the only thing the job does for them is to give them a paycheck at the end of the month. So they are comfortable to stay at that place just to get a paycheck and not willing to blow out and move out of their comfort zone because that paycheck keeps them paying their bills. The paycheck is a form of It's just like giving somebody medication for a lifetime disease, and telling the person, don't worry, just take this medication, you'll be fine. The person knows I cannot give my best, I cannot live my best life. I'm just taking the medication because I just want to live and see the next day. Friends, you don't have to be at a job that just pays you to pay the bills. You have to do something you enjoy in life, whether it's singing music, whether it's making biscuits, whether it's sweeping the floor, whether it's braiding hair, whatever it is, you have to enjoy doing it, all right, and then put it at a place where it also gives you reward. Okay, you have to enjoy doing what you do and let it get to that place where it brings you a reward. So these are the seven criteria you need to look at before you jump into starting a business, because these are the things that will help you to profit over time. If you can check this list before you start up, it will enable you to profit over time. And then we're going to take a look at 20 well-known businesses, or 20 well-known niches, as you'd say it in the business world, that you can tap into. If you don't have any business idea at all, you will find yourself in one of these 20 places, and then you can begin to develop your ideas based on this. The first thing we're going to look at is health and wellness. The second one is style and beauty. I want you to write them down, because we're going to provide all of these workbooks and the worksheets by the time you make up your mind to join the challenge. We have a website we're setting up to put in all of these materials, and at the end of the challenge, the website is going to be up where you're going to find the workbooks, the materials, and everything that we're talking about in the challenge. So we urge you to take that step after this challenge. Go to the website to get more information, to get a more detailed information on this challenge and how you can get these services. So the first one we talked about is health and wellness. Now we're talking about the mega niches, mega product ideas that we're giving to you right now that you can begin to take advantage of. Number one is health and wellness. Everybody's talking about health and wellness, fitness in the whole world. If you're tapping into that niche, you're tapping into a gold mine. We're talking about style and beauty. We talk about love and intimate relationships. We're talking about parenting and family. We talk about life purpose. We talk about business and entrepreneurship, like I'm doing now. My space is business and entrepreneurship. We talk about corporate training and consulting. I'm in the corporate and training and consulting industry as well. And then we talk about career and professional skill development. We talk about money and finances. Some people find themselves in the money and finances niche as well. Some people find themselves in real estate. Some people find themselves in retirement and legacy. Some people find themselves in insurance business. Some people find themselves in time management and productivity. Others find themselves in personal growth and skill development, just as I'm doing as well. Some people find themselves in religion, faith, and spirituality, like we do as well. Some people find themselves in home improvement and organizing things. Others find themselves in survival and sustainability. Others find themselves in doing art, hobbies, and sports. And then some other people find their niches in animals and pets. And then some find themselves in education, whether it's an online education, or you're starting a school, a physical school, or you're doing some form of education, just like we're doing this morning as well. This is an education platform as well. And an educator is somebody that takes somebody from the place of ignorance to a place of knowledge. So let's just define that. If you're somebody that is taking people from a place of ignorance to a place of knowledge, you're in the education business. And then there's the non-profit and the social responsibility niche as well. So these are 20 niches I've called out for you. If you have not gotten them down, you can rewind these broadcasts and watch it again and again to get all of these niches, and then choose the particular one that you can function in, or that your audience functions in, or that you resonate to, and then you can build a business looking at the 7 profitable criteria for that particular business, and then you can start out based on that. So these are the several kinds of products you can create for your business. And number one, you can create an online course or a digital product. When we're talking about online course, just like the Launch Your Business online course that we're telling you about right now, you can launch that as a business, you can launch it as a product, you can launch it as a book. You can do group coaching, where you gather a group of people together and you coach them based on your life experience, based on the successes you've had, based on the things you've experienced in life. You can gather for a group and then coach them to succeed. You can gather a group of young mentees and then you mentor them to succeed. And then you can do a mastermind as well. What do we call a mastermind? A mastermind is a group of people that have decided to take the step further. Now you have provided them a course, they've jumped on that course, they moved on to your coaching, and then the next thing they want to get to the level of mastery, and then they go on to do a mastermind with you. How else can you produce your product or your service? You can do a continuity program. A continuity program is the things that we have. The simplest way to explain that to you is what our mobile services do. You get a phone and then you buy a SIM card, and then every month you're paying a subscription. That's what we call a continuity program. Most of the telecom companies do that. Okay, now we're beginning to see it in the software as a service world, where somebody provides you with a software and every month you're subscribing for it. Okay, that's a continuity program. Then you can also do live events, just as I'm doing now. This is a live event on Facebook. We're going to get all of these videos, and after this period we get these videos, we put it into the launch your business program, and then we offer it as a product to the world. And then another kind of service you can do is software as a service. I mentioned software as a service, and then you can do coaching or consulting, and then any of these businesses can be packaged into a product. When we're talking about products, you can do it as a physical product. You can do a book, you can do audio books, you can do your music. There are several ways you can put out your product or your service, but the first thing I want you to know is put out the criteria and ask yourself those first 7 questions. And what are the questions? Once again, addressing a specific and acknowledged market need, targeting a specific kind of audience, identifying one specific person that is open and willing and able to purchase that solution, and then how can you easily reach your target audience. How can you maximize your target audience? You reach your target audience of one person, and then how can you reach 10,000 people? How can you reach 20,000 people? How can you reach 30,000 people? Are you doing Facebook advertisement? Are you doing Google advertisement? Do you have a community of people you can easily reach? All right. And then number 7, how can you help this person solve the problem and you enjoying it while you are doing it? So if you have any questions, I want you to leave it in the chat, and then we're going to look at the questions and then answer them together. I want to thank you, Tube Abasi Robert, for joining us on today's broadcast. Thank you, Mama Fumi Olaoluwa, for joining us on today's broadcast. I hope you're getting some value out of this 3 days launch your business event. After tomorrow's event, we're going to be pulling out the video, so I want you to go and watch day 1 and watch day 2 as well, and do as much as possible to write down all these ideas and thoughts, and ask yourself these questions, because these are the questions that will help you build a solid foundation if you want to go for the long run. Build a solid foundation for your business by understanding the mindset of a business owner, understanding the things you need to do to trash out your business, to trash out the processes. Tomorrow we're going to talk about how you can automate these things, how you can do things online, get a website, and all of those kind of things. We're going to discuss them tomorrow. But yesterday we talked about the mindset, the money mindset, how money works, how you can work money by developing a mindset, by understanding how to manage money, and by understanding how to use money as a tool. Today we have brought out the 7 criteria for running a successful business, and tomorrow we're going to be talking about how you can automate these things, how you can get things rolling from ground up. So I hope you've been able to get some value out of this second day lecture. If you have, please share this video with your friends, like it, share it, jump on our Facebook, jump on our YouTube page, and we've also created a group for the launch of business that's going to be available after the challenge, so you can join in on that group. You put in your assignments there, the workbook and everything is going to be on the website. All right, so we'll build the website. The website is going to be for everyone that is interested in joining, and then the Facebook group is going to be there for those that will give permission to join the Facebook, and then put up our assignments and workbook there, and then we're going to look at all of that together. So one more time, I want to thank every one of you that has joined in today's broadcast, and I want to wish you success on this journey as you put these principles to work as you begin to take down these things, put them to work. And if there are areas in your business as well that are not working, these are the things you go back to and begin to ask yourself the questions. Have I been able to do this one? Have I been able to do this one? Have I been able to do all the 7 things? Are they looking good? All right. If they're not looking good, you go back and then begin to re-engineer the process of building your business back up. It doesn't matter if you've started your business already. Okay. What matters is, are you beginning to put the right things in the right places? So you have a system and you have a process that is going to work for you over the period of time. So one more time, I want to thank you for joining us on today's 3 days launch your business challenge, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow again, 6 a.m. Brisbane time, when we conclude this episode of 3 days launch your business challenge. God bless you. And remember the story of the ant in Proverbs chapter 6 verses 6 to 8. Look at the ant, study the ant. Has no leader, has no overseer, has no guide, but it gathers its food. It gathers for itself. It prepares for the season. Okay? It's self-taught, self-learning, always growing, always desiring to do the best. And I'll see you on the other side of your millions of dollars. So bye-bye for now. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m. Brisbane time.